Just want to remind y'all, there's a lot of podcasters out there, but none of them as wavy as us. You feel me? I just had to get that off real quick. I just want to remind you, we on our shit. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So, coming a little aggressive real quick, feeling real, G-unit-ish. It's your boy Big Bike, a.k.a. the one and only. Nah, I'm capping, you know what I'm saying? But we here, man, you know what I'm saying? It's the Wave Messiah, the do-rag connoisseur. You know what I mean? I'm with my co-host, Ocean 11, a.k.a. Casino Man, a.k.a. Qcino. What's good, bro?
Yo, it's your friendly neighborhood pod host, repping the city of angels all the way from the city of sin. It's the coldest player on the dice and the dopest on the mic. It's the one and only GQ Fresh. Now that we got the introductions out the way, let's get the show started.
Tribes in the trap.
All right, y'all, welcome back to Everything Wavy, episode 11. Before we get started, we want to give a quick little shout out. So I'm going to let my boy Mike go ahead and take it away.
Yeah, man. Yo, shout out to all the new listeners, man, including the day ones. We appreciate y'all for real. The feedback, the interaction. The last few episodes been crazy. I don't know what's gotten into y'all, man, or what, but I'm glad y'all here. I'm glad y'all listening. I'm glad y'all supporting, man. That shit means a lot. But I also want to give a big shout out to the Kaiser Hospital out there in California. You know what I'm saying? The nurses out there rocking with us. They listening to our pod, you know what I mean? So shout out to y'all. We appreciate y'all hard work y'all doing. You know what I mean? It doesn't go unnoticed, and we glad we can help get y'all through those 12 and 24-hour shifts. You feel me?
Respect. Not to mention, we want to give a shout out to all the truck drivers out there that's listening to us while they pushing them big rigs across the highway.
For real. Hit them horns real quick. I'm rich, bitch. Man. So, y'all already know how this goes. A new episode, which means new topics, new bullshit, new... What type of shit is that? You feel me? So, we got to go ahead and speak on one of the topics that somehow, some way, still is lingering over into the whole new week, which is the Chris Rock and Will Smith. But this time, we got an update. You heard what's going on with Chris Rock lately?
So word on the street. Chris Rock said he hasn't spoken to Will Smith since the Oscars.
Cap.
You think so?
Come on, man. If my theory is correct and these fools were all in the cahoots together, the red table's coming, baby.
Nah, I can't see him doing no red table. Hey, real shit though, even if he did do the red table, I feel like, unless his brothers know what's good, I feel like they'd be hot at him though. Because right now,
when they splitting that check, they could be hot. Because what other rock besides Tony is actually doing some rockish shit? You know what I'm saying? Like Chris for the come, open that bag up. You get a brick. Everybody good. You know what I mean? Like them not knowing makes it so much better. That's why they all hyped up and ready. You know what I mean? But come on, man.
Yeah, because the younger brother said Will Smith should lose his trophy. And I'm just
I don't know which younger brother that was. I was like, what? I just found out he had 10 brothers.
Yo, I think
got 10 brothers. 10 brothers. One is super successful. One is barely successful. The other fucking 8, I gotta relax. They ready to fight. They ain't doing nothing else but fighting. They be chill. But Chris Rock did say he ain't talking about the shit till he get a bag. What did I say last episode? He gonna get that bag. And who gonna offer him that bag? That red table talk. Come on, man.
Yo, that's crazy. I can't see it, but I do think it's coming. the red table for sure is coming. Whether or not Chris Rock gonna be on it, we'll have to see.
Man, come on. I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be. You know what I mean? I just deep down in my side, like I called it. I said it last time. He said he ain't gonna talk till he get that money. Now look, now it's a matter of who come up with the big money. So be
Facts.
prepared for that. But out of all the things that's been going on, his brother Tony Rock has been the one that's been talking the most. Been really riled up. Shit, he done damn near found him a new intro to his show. Couple of videos and came out of him kind of, I guess you could say seizing the moment. Because before this, I forgot about his ass. You feel me? But I ain't no cap, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna play a little bit of him having a moment of being the tough rock.
On pop for the rest of the year. Oh, we on pop for the rest of the year. Let's set some ground rules right now, y'all. Let's set some ground rules. If I say anything tonight, anybody got a fucking problem with? You got one motherfucking option what you can do about it. Absolutely nothing. Because if you think you're going to walk up on this stage, this ain't the motherfucking Oscars. And if you walk your ass up here, you ain't nominated for shit but these motherfucking hands. Oh, we on pop the rest of the year, nigga. Every time you see me do a show, pop.
That's a little snippet right there of him having his little moment. You know what I mean?
I ain't mad at him. Shit. Talk your shit.
Thoughts?
Talk your shit. In any case, that's the most people gonna want to hear from him is to see what he got to say about his brother's situation. Outside of that, like you said, most people probably forget about Tony anyway. So, but shout out to him anyway.
He said, you know what I mean? Ain't nobody gonna walk up on the stage. Nigga, it was like 12 people. You gotta relax. Niggas at a family barbecue talk about something.
I was just about to say all family in the crowd.
That's right, baby. Tell him. Shut up, Granny. Nah, but man, this shit's still lingering on. But despite all of this, they done banned Will Smith for 10 years. You know what I'm saying? The Oscar has banned him for 10 years. You think that's a little too harsh?
I think so. But at the same time, 10 years, no one cares about the Oscars now. So ain't nobody going to care in the next 10 years neither. So,
but it took him almost 20 to win the Oscar. So shit, he was already banned if you ask me.
Okay, cool. So 10 years from now, he'll win another one probably.
Right.
He ain't I look at it like this. He ain't stressing it. I guarantee he ain't stressing it. So
all this will blow over. They go get a little appeal, and then he'll be back to normal. They just had to do something because they, you know what I mean? Like, they dropped the ball in every way possible. So they just got to do something to seem like, and it came after he resigned. So it's like you quit your job and they're like, you're fired. Nigga, I just quit. Like, what does it matter? Like, I'm out.
Yeah, and it came after Hollywood stopping some of his films and some other shit too. So it's like, all right, cool. That's just the icing on the cake, I guess, for them.
It's just the fake outrage. Just the era of everybody is outraged. Oh my God, he slapped him. Like, we can't watch no more Will movies because otherwise I might slap somebody. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, let this shit blow over. Give it about another month. You know what I'm saying? We're going to come out with something and some funny ass Instagram video, cool ass tricks, some shit. Everybody, oh, Will. And then it's back to normal. The problem I have is that woman that he's defending and over there with, she just keep making shit worse, bruh. Did you hear what she had to say this time?
Yeah, she had to say she wished Will didn't slap Chris or something like that, right?
Right.
Fuck out of here.
Why are you coming out in public denouncing your man for protecting you, for defending your honor? He's up there smacking a motherfucker because of you. The man talked about you, whether it was right or wrong. On the outside, we won. On the inside, you can talk to me and say, yo, why'd you smack him, blah, blah, blah. Let us have that one-on-one. But once again, this lady has continuously shown the lack of support of Will by throwing him under the bus, putting out business information that we don't need to know about him. And it's clear, bro, you watching the videos from different angles. She didn't even try to get up and stop him. She didn't call him. Sit your ass down. None of that, bro. And then after he smacked the nigga and he come back down, he fixing his own suit. You would think she would have came up to him like, "You all right? You okay, babe?" You know what I'm saying? He had Denzel consoling him and Tyler Perry, but your own wife won't console you, fix his tie, rub his back, his neck or something. She didn't do nothing, bro. And
I
it's
don't
just
even think
like,
she got up out her seat.
she didn't even flinch, bro. She clapped and giggled and just stood there while he did all that. So again, bro, it's sad that all this is because of her. And when it's all said and done, the person who you're defending doesn't even acknowledge you or thank you, because she didn't even look his way from the videos I seen, bro. It was almost like, Tupac would have did better.
Yo, you gotta
I'm
chill.
not impressed. He's like, wapa. That's all you got is hands? I'm going to go ahead and write Tupac a letter tonight, because this is ridiculous.
Yo,
Man.
while we on the subject of Tupac and we could move on a little bit, did you
Please
see
don't.
Benzino? Benzino compared the Will Smith Chris Rock incident to Tupac getting killed. Nigga, what?
The fuck is that? What is the fuck is this? This happened when you don't got no neck. You don't got no neck. You don't got no vertebrae. You don't know how to think properly. Nigga, whole medulla oblongata is all out of place. How do you? I don't get it. I didn't even hear the clip. I saw the headline and I just deleted the whole app. I was done for Instagram the rest of the day. And he's like, it's over. Like, show's over. Nobody talk about it no more. Somehow this motherfucker, he just keep jumping in people's business, bro. First he getting in his daughter business. Now he comparing this to Tupac. People see. I don't know why nobody's outraged at that. Everybody more outraged at Fat Joe saying, "Oh, it's making minorities look bad by two black men slapping, blah blah blah." Like, bro, shut up. You got to relax. Yesterday's slap is not today's slap. Chill. You know what I'm saying? But after Benzino's dumbass statement, bro, I am no longer talking about this, because it ain't no way that man compared a slap to a nigga getting shot in the car. There's no way. Tupac in Cuba right now looking at this like, y'all are dragging my name through the mud. This is ridiculous.
Yo, it's better than Kodak Black telling Jada you need to be with me. Hey, young boy, you better be careful what you ask for.
That little slow boy, that boy gonna come out. He would have done more than that. You know what I'm saying? Sniper gang, you know what I'm saying? Like, he would have did some dumb shit. But hey, she like young men, so I wouldn't be surprised. You feel me?
Worst
Kodak
decision
Black.
he'll ever make.
Jada Pinkett Black. That kind of goes, right? No, Jada Pinkett Black.
Nah.
Man, let's move it over, man. What's up, man?
So we recently had the Grammys 2022. So we can recap real quick.
Okay.
Shout out to all the winners.
Man, y'all won that shit.
So I just got a question. Like, what are your thoughts on some of the Grammy wins? Like, what were the ones you were paying attention or you were looking forward to the most?
I didn't watch.
Okay.
Because Jay Prince said we was canceling the Grammys. So you don't go against Jay Prince's words. So I think he said, don't watch it, don't support it. I ain't watching to support it. But I did
pay attention to the winners on IG.
I caught the highlights, you know what I'm saying, on IG. Yeah, that's where you get your shit from. But I didn't physically watch the shit, you know what I mean? But I thought it was interesting, you know. A lot of those songs, you know, were good songs. I'm surprised Doja Cat didn't really win a lot. You know what I mean? Believe it or not, she got some cool songs. This one song she got, I actually like, but I'm not going to admit it. And we'll tell you which one. But just pause in advance, you know what I mean? Just in case, you know, y'all see me rapping it one day. But, yeah, I'm not surprised with Leave the Door Open, you know what I'm saying? Being a record of the year. That shit was smooth. It was dope. I wish more of the album was like that, but that was a good ass single. I can't front with that. What else we got?
Best rap album went to Tyler, the Creator.
That shit hard. Now that was deserving. I don't remember who else was nominated, but that album that was a DJ Drama mixtape. You know what I'm saying? Ended up winning a Grammy. That was dope because that was a good ass album. Call Me If You Get Lost. That shit was nice. I came front. Tyler like 2 for 2 the last 2 albums. So shout out to him on that.
Definitely. He earned that one. And then Silk Sonic again took Best R&B Song, and they got Best R&B Performance, but they tied with Jasmine Sullivan for that one. So
That's how you know it's some bullshit. I ain't never in my life heard a tie in music awards. Like, if that's the first time I've ever heard someone have a tie, like, I don't get it, bro. Like, they already gave them 2 other awards. You might as well just give her that by herself. You know what I'm saying? Like, she had a better album than them, in my opinion, anyway.
Well, she did. She won Best R&B Album. So
which is good. That was good.
You know, her shit was slapping.
Hotels. As far as the men's side goes, I think was it your boy Lucky Day won, you know, for Table 2. So shout out to him. And then was it Best Rap Song? Yee Jail.
Yeah.
I couldn't. If it wasn't for what you call it, using that as an ad lib in his show, I wouldn't even know what song that was, bro. Guess who's going to jail tonight, nigga? You stop stalking that girl. God damn it.
Yo.
What else?
But on
man?
a side note, though, Kanye, Jay-Z are now tied for most Grammy wins in history for a rapper. So, I mean, congratulations to them on that.
Now give us Watch the Throne 3, niggas. Oh, y'all over here playing. I'm trying to see what niggas gonna be at now. We was in Paris now. What we gonna be this time, nigga? Let us know. We don't know where to go. Jay, tell us. Niggas are where? No.
Nigga said if we got the passport ready, just tell us where to go.
Trying to get stamped. Nah, but hey, it was a lot of black artists, you know what I'm saying, that wasn't even fucking with the Grammys. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Jay Prince called some shots, and nigga made a post. You know, he tagged Drake, Cardi, I think he tagged Kanye, and Nicki and all them, and as you know, they asses was not there. You know what I'm saying? So I think the rest of the black people didn't get the memo, but you know, you think it's time for us to have our own award show though, real quick?
Hell yeah, it's been time.
Yeah, I believe so.
We don't get enough recognition for all the great music and content that these people are putting out. Like, in a lot of cases, a lot of these awards, it's just like, award shows, you know who's supposed to win. You know whose song's been rocking top of the Billboard charts and all of that. And then we end up losing to some new pop artist that no one really know about. Like,
or worse, a bunch of white men win a Jamaican album of the year over Jamaicans.
Yo, that's right.
Like, nigga, what? Just because you got one dread in the back of your head, that means you qualified to be. Man, let me go to sleep before we get canceled. Look, man, we need our own award show. We need our own acknowledgement. You know what I'm saying? Shit, half of this shit is from us any fucking way. So, you know, hopefully, you know, the problem is if we were to get a company or something that can, you know, produce a show, we really have to get all of the fucking artists to be on the same table. You know what I mean? Because you got some who just they striving for a Grammy. You know what I mean?
Nah,
so
real shit.
It's like some people's whole career is based on Grammys because you know it's like a golden ticket. Once you win that little fucking award, the price goes up. You know what I mean? Which I get it, but we got to start making our own value in things. You know what I'm saying? Like, so hopefully, you know, Jay Prince or whoever can get some shit going to where in the future we can have our own award show, make sure everybody watch that shit, and you know what I'm saying, pump it out because we are the trendsetters. So
correct.
Once we start something, we can put it out there and the world will follow. They might give a kickback in the beginning, but they will follow it. You know what I mean? So hopefully that comes to, you know, to fruition. So let's move along, man. What else we got?
So Cardi B deleted her social media after being harassed for not attending the Grammys.
Oh man, Cardi boy. When she's mad, she's mad, bro.
Yo,
she is sucked by. She says sucked by. What you call it? Like 5 times. Like, damn. She be pissed, but I get it though. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit that they be shooting at her. Like she trying to figure out why she even was where they got it from her going to the Grammys. You know what I'm saying? Like she didn't hint nothing about the Grammys, but her so-called fans assumed she was. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, bro. They started talking about her son, and that's what really pissed her off right there. It's like they going too far. I'm like, bro, it got to be hard being famous and celebrity, bro, because motherfuckers don't know no boundaries, bro. And
I
it's
don't
gonna
know if
take.
it was worth deleting her social media account, but
I
in
think it's
any
gonna be
case,
forever though. It's just gonna be. Let me get off the motherfucker now before I say or do something that I'm gonna regret. You know what I mean? This is take a moment. That's what I think. She'll be back because her bread and butter is from the social media. You know what I mean? So, you know,
true that. But in any case, like you could have just logged out or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't even really got to
right,
pay attention to it because even though you don't have an account, it ain't stopping people from posting and saying what the fuck they want to say.
right.
But in any case, she had her reasons. We respect it. Like you said, she'll be back.
Yeah. So suck her. What you call it? Stop hating on her. Now, in more of a serious topic, I guess you can say. The long awaited, long overdue, the longest probably delay in court history. The Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion case is still ongoing, bro. They had a court appearance back on the 5th of April, and now the new trial date is set for September 14th. Boy, what the fuck?
God damn.
And how the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But, everybody kind of got a little uproar because, the headlines came out. Tory Lanez was handcuffed in the court. And it was just protocol, bro. The nigga violated one of the things he couldn't do by speaking on it or speaking directly towards or at Meg. And they basically changed his bail to $350. The man paid it, got unhandcuffed. So it's like, what's the big deal? Like, all he saw was handcuff and it's assumed, oh, I knew he did it. No, nigga, he just had to go through the protocol. He violated one of the orders. He have to pay for it. That's it. You know what I mean? So
You saw how quick they painted the narrative, like, oh, he did it. Like, that's not what that means.
Nobody. That's the catchy thing about the headlines, bro. Like you title shit a certain way, it's just a funny trick, bro. I wish I could learn how to do that shit because it'll get people to tune in more because it's like, oh, headlines is Tory Lanez arrested in court. ... And then everybody just go from there. Nobody read the article. Nobody reads the paragraph. They just saw that part and just going. So I'm about tired of this case, bro. Did the man do it or not? You know what I'm saying? Like, did he do it or not? You know what I mean? He still don't have no evidence on the gun. He still it came back inconclusive or however you say it. You know what I'm saying? He ain't touched the clip. He ain't touched the bullets. He has nothing on him from that gun. So that's more than enough. We ain't heard about the girl and the bodyguard. They keeping them, you know what I'm saying, in tuck. But I guess we'll find out in September, bro. But I'm over it now. Like, they trying to drain Tory dry, but
let's hope we do find out in September and they don't push it back again. Like that's the one thing I'm like, how many times y'all gonna push it back, or why not just get it over with in any case? Like, it's got to be stressful not only for him, for her, for anybody involved. Like, just get the shit over with. But
right. I wonder who's asking for this time. I don't think it's him because I think he want to get it over with because he probably feel like he innocent. You know what I'm saying? So I want to know who is requesting some extended time because to me, if evidence is showing he's not on the gun or whatever the case may be, that means the other party is probably scrambling to find more evidence. So they need more time, you know what I mean, to make some shit up or whatever, and I just feel like at this point, they're just trying to paint this man to be a bad guy so they can win the public opinion. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it's a cold game, bro.
Very cold.
But enough about that. What else we got?
So T.I., so he's been in the news a little bit for two things. One, he snapped on the comedian Lauren Knight for making jokes about the sexual assault allegations at some Atlanta comedy club. So then there was that. And then now I come to find out he's doing comedy too. So I'm like, yo, who told this man to get on stage and start telling jokes?
Just another rich person that's bored. You know what I'm saying? He ain't rich enough to go to space, so he said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna just start doing comedy." You know,
Damn.
But he been doing it for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if you saw, he had some kickback a couple of weeks ago with Godfrey. You know what I mean? Because Godfrey was a headline, but yet the club let T.I. close, and Godfrey was just like, what the fuck? And then Godfrey didn't stay to watch the show because it's like I just did a show. Like, I'm tired. I go in my room, I unwind, and blah, blah, blah. So it was a lot of problems with that, but they end up having to talk. T.I. went live and said a lot of big words, and they end
Yeah.
up getting on the podcast and shit. But T.I. has been trying to do comedy for whatever reason, and I ain't heard one funny joke yet, but supposedly this girl was cracking jokes on him and their family a lot, you know what I'm saying? So he finally confronted her, and he out there he looks like a fool. Like, if you're gonna be a comedian, you gotta have thick skin. You know what I mean? Every comedian knows that, but since he's not really a comedian, he's bringing the rap pressure to the stage, and that should not really,
Yeah, that was my whole issue with it. Like, you trying to be a comedian, but then when a comedian is cracking jokes on you, which comedians do crack jokes on each other, that's
Right.
how you respond? Like, come on, my nigga.
Nigga said, every time you have a show, I'm gonna show up. First of all, why they give his ass a fucking mic? That's disrespectful. If I'm on stage with my mic, why y'all giving this nigga a side mic? But I mean, he in Atlanta, so that's pretty much his city. So I'm sure ain't nobody gonna tell him no. But I mean, that was that, bro. But I'm not going.
That's
to
why the nigga got booed at the Barclays Center.
He got booed at the Barclays Center because he yelling a fucking joke like he rapping. Like, they tried to sell a gas station joke, bro, and nigga, the crowd was not here for that. First of all, it's New York, so they already don't got patience. So he trying to build the joke up, and niggas like, yo, B, cut that shit out, son. Like, we ain't trying to hear it, yo. If you don't play some woo, we don't know what to do. Nah, but that's all right. Thoughts and prayers to T.I.
So we can keep it pushing, man, because I want to get your thoughts on this. So Kanye drops out a Coachella performance, and he took Travis Scott with him. Like, yo, we ain't showing up, we ain't performing, we ain't doing none of that.
Kanye's flexing his powers because the people failed to mention the real reason why he's canceling is because when that girl Billie Jane, whatever, Billie something or whatever, she made some statements at her concert, kind of insinuating like, oh, she cared about her listeners or her fans unlike Travis. So, Kanye Instagrammed her like, yo, I'm gonna need you to apologize. And if you don't apologize, I'm dropping out. And of course, everybody thought he was bluffing, and he dropped out. And he was bringing Travis, even though Travis wasn't supposed to be on it no more. It was me and Travis or nothing. And so now she didn't apologize. They're not really acknowledging his request for Travis. So he said, fuck it, I pulled out, which supposedly that was supposed to be like almost 8.5 mil. Now all the other big stars get wind of it. And they're like, yo, what? You know what I'm saying? So the weekend, like, nigga, what? Hold on, Playboy. Like, I want the same thing too. And
I ain't mad at him.
Coachella like 2-3 weeks away, bro. And most production takes about 4-5 months. And they had already said Kanye wasn't even really rehearsing like that. His people was there, but he wasn't really rehearsing. So he probably wasn't planning on doing this shit anyway. But the weekend was the backup, and he heard that and he threatened to step away. So supposedly he's still doing it. So I guess he either got his money or...
Oh, they gonna cut the check. I mean, he may or may not get the whole amount, but close enough to it. But they gonna cut the check for sure.
I ain't never been to Coachella, but I can't see Weeknd being a Coachella performance. I don't know. Maybe maybe his old music, I guess, but I don't know. Some of that new shit, I don't know. I can't see.
Well, it's not him by himself. He also I think performing along with the Swedish House Mafia. So I mean, I don't know what their music sound like. I ain't never listened to it.
Your guess is better than mine. But in other news, and in regards to motherfuckers spending money.
Oh shit.
One of the Black Lives Matter founders has somehow secretly purchased a $6 million mansion using donation money, allegedly.
Scam.
Bruh, that BLM started to stand for something totally different now. It ain't Black Lives Matter. That motherfucker is. big
Don't
long
do
mansion.
it.
That shit, they big long mansion, because this bitch done bought like 10 houses in the last 3 years, bro. She think the pandemic, she went creeping when she went on a motherfucking Zillow and was like, give me this, like, but she using donation money, bro, which is crazy to me. Like,
That's insane.
for one, I don't know how people keep finding out, but
Well, she
you
bought
would
that
think,
crib back in October of 2020. And
yeah,
it's
but
just now coming out, but it's just like, yo, how you getting away with this?
why is it even in your name? Like you don't have an LLC or something. Like, why you didn't put in your business name or something? You know what I mean? Like, but they trying to say, oh, it was it's for use for office, like for them to be able to work and do their activist work. Like, you don't need no goddamn 6,000 square feet, 6 bedrooms, 10 bathrooms. Like, you don't need all that. That shit was damn near a 20-car garage. Like, go get you a studio in Santa Monica and call it a day. Like, spending all these people's money, and they over here giving Sean King all this type of, bullshit about him, you know what I'm saying? Allegedly spending people money and funds and shit. And we don't have not a single proof of him, but this is like the third BLM person that got caught buying some shit with the donation money. And the backlash ain't backlashing enough for me, because that's fucked up, man. Like,
Oh, yeah.
that shit is becoming so trendy that, they over here, again, if she working, she got money from whatever, but these are donations, they saying. Like, that's the fucked up part. Like, people are really out here, donating for a cause in hopes for better. And this bitch over here buying, excuse me, not this bitch over here buying a house.
Trying to be on
Come
MTV Cribs and shit. Knock
Man,
that
look.
off, man.
On to some better news, bruh. Let's let the people know.
So congratulations goes out to Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson for becoming the first Black woman to be on the U.S. Supreme Court. Can we get a round of applause?
And I'm going to give you a round of applause for saying her name right. I tried, y'all. I couldn't do it. I didn't want to disrespect her name, so I just let him do it. You know what I mean? So salute to her for being the first Black man. She done clearly went through hell and hot water to get to where she's at. Not only is she the first Black woman, but she's probably the most qualified Supreme Judge in Supreme Judge history. I seen a chart of all the qualifications that every other member has, and none of them is even coming close to what she's accomplished, which just shows you Black women, Black men, we got minorities, we got to work 10 times harder just to be good enough. Man, but salute to her, man. Again, that's another good step in the right direction for the people, man. So salute to her. Hopefully she inspire a lot of kids, you know what I'm saying, that look like her to, strive to become the first of something in the future, you know what I mean? So salute to her again. One more round of applause, But before we get to this next topic, I gotta ask you, bro.
What you got?
What would you do if it was a Friday night? You know what I'm saying? We got together and we wanted to go hang out, get some little shots, hit the club real quick, listen to some music, bro. And you look over to the left and you saw a dead body dressed in Amiri jeans, fresh to death.
This ain't the place I want to be partying at, bro. I'm gone. I'm not asking no questions. I'm not judging anybody who stays, but for me, I'm out. I'm good.
But he propped up. He fresh though. Like, you not gonna stay and turn up. You just paid $20 to get in, bro. You not gonna stay.
Nah, I'm good.
So just real quick, just to recap, y'all. Supposedly a rapper out in DC was killed not too long ago. Gunu, some shit like that. I can't pronounce his name. Sorry if I'm doing it wrong.
Yeah, I think it's good. You're right.
But from his mom's statement to the news, one of his requests was when he go out, he wanted to go out partying. He wanted to go out, you know what I'm saying, in style and popping bottles and stuff. So his mom decided to have, I guess, his viewing or whatever at a nightclub out in DC, and of course, it went viral because he was a dead man in the club, and a lot of people was there to celebrate him, but a lot of people was there just to celebrate in general, and didn't realize they was in there with a corpse. You know what I mean? So it's not funny. It's just
No,
crazy
it's
that,
not.
it's just crazy that, times has changed, bro. Like, I don't know. It makes you think like, well, shit. when my time come, like how I want to be remembered. You know what I'm saying? I want everybody to come to my funeral with do-rags and waves, or what's up? Like, you know what I mean? Like, or what? Like, it was definitely a viral moment, and it just, if that was his wishes, that was his wishes. You know what I mean? But it's definitely got a lot of backlash. Even the club was like, we didn't know. We just thought they was booking the club, like, you know what I'm saying, a section. So, what's your thoughts on that?
My thoughts is like that came from like a young-minded person. Like, oh yeah, if I die, man, have me propped up in the club, man, and turn up. Like, nah, brother, lay me 6 feet under, cremate me something, but don't have me propped up in the club while everybody's dancing to fucking Yeezy
I
or some
mean,
shit like that, bro.
that's
Like,
your
nah, I'm
wishes,
good.
though. That's your
Nah,
wishes, though. I
not
used to
mine.
say, I used to say to my wife, like, yeah, I want to get buried in a Rolls Royce. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've always said, like, I want to go, but then I thought about, like, man, I don't need all that shit, bro. Just do what you gotta do. Like, I don't want nobody going broke and struggling, just to put me to rest. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna leave this motherfucking body anyway and go to where I'm supposed to go. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't know.
all for celebrating my life, right? I just don't need to be propped up in the club for y'all to do that. That's all I'm saying.
Right. I get it. I even joked with Villamar, like, I'm gonna have like a tape pre-recorded. So like, yeah, the video, they gonna press play on that motherfucker, and I'm gonna slander all y'all. Look at y'all niggas in there crying, fucking punks. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna try to have like a little funny video just to kind of put some humor in being remembered by, jokes and shit like that. But yeah, man, I just wanted to cover that topic because I saw I keep seeing it, bro. But, let people celebrate or mourn, or how you say it? Mourn,
More?
excuse
Yeah.
me, mourn however you can. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's so judgmental, but let's move on to your favorite topic. We got some time.
Channing Crowder got on a pod and called Russell Wilson, mind you, a square.
Yeah, if Russell ain't had that bread, she ain't gonna be with him. Russell Square. Russell Square. Russell Square. Sierra she has a good situation, but you gonna leave Future and get with Russell Wilson.
The thing is,
I think that's where
You
you're
gonna
wrong,
leave
though.
Future and get Russell
Women
Wilson. Like,
want
it's
peace.
a type. Listen,
Women
bro,
want
everybody got a
peace.
type.
Yeah, that's true.
Everybody has a type. You gonna leave Future and get with Russell
The thing is
Wilson?
this, though, when you
He's
have-
so goddamn square, and I love him on the field.
You had
He's
this-
a square.
Channing.
He's a fucking square.
Channing, you go from this level of toxicity, you just want something stable. You want the guy that was sitting with that girl with that big old mouth at the draft that was laughing, and you knew she didn't deserve to be with him.
Goofball?
Yeah, you want that
You
guy.
want to get with goofballs.
What you feel? What your thoughts?
Well, due to her status, of course, her next man is going to be a man, you know what I'm saying, with money. That's what she's a woman with money. It may not be the same money, but she ain't an average woman. So by default, it's going to be the next man going to be a man with money. My thing is, like, why is he a square though? You know what I mean? Because he speaks proper, he praises God, you know what I'm saying? He's well mannered, he take care of himself, you know what I'm saying? Shit, to me, he's just a normal dude, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's not what the Future is, of course, you know what I'm saying? But he's his own man, so I don't get why you gotta call him a square. Why? Because he doesn't, do the things that other people do, or like Future do. Like, he don't wear a bunch of jewelry. He don't talk a certain way. Like, I don't get it. Like, why is he a square? Because he's a straight and narrow man. Like, it don't get no weirder to me by you calling him square. It sounds like you hating. You know what I'm saying?
It definitely sounds like hate. And if he's calling him a square just based off the strength that he ain't like him or he ain't like Future or whatever the case may be, then so be it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no bad thing.
I didn't see the full video, so I don't know what was the context behind it, but it's like, I don't know, like, he doesn't do nothing, in my opinion, and maybe I ain't seen everything Russell has done, but he doesn't do nothing, in my personal opinion, that makes him a square or corny. he just do him. Like he now, like just because we don't like how he may praise Sierra, that don't mean he's corny or he's a square. That man really loves her. You know what I'm saying? He was able to find his mate, and he's happy about it. You know what I mean? So he thank God every chance he gets. Shit, Sierra, everybody wants Sierra's prayer. So I don't get it. Like to me, he's winning and she's winning. I mean, this man took on another man's kid, raised him like his own. He do everything by the book, bro. He might actually have a bad side to him, but he don't show it on the internet. So why is he corny? Why is that a problem? Like, and then on top of that, it's fucking Future. The nigga is toxic. That is the male toxic nigga. That nigga is the equivalent of toxic, bruh.
Well, not only that, I agree with everything that you're saying. My thing to Channing is, why are you even bringing it up? Why are you talking about it? Why is that man and his wife even in your mouth right now? You know what I'm saying?
Look, if I was single and rich, I would have pulled Sierra too. But if I was single and the same nigga I am right now, I would not pull Sierra. You know what I mean? Because my money gets me in rooms that she's in. It ain't that he has money and she's not with him just for the money. It's just the fact that the money was able to get him in the room. A lot of dudes probably could have pulled her, but they probably either scared, they probably don't got enough game. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It was weird. I just felt like you gotta chill, bro. And then on top of that, bro, why she just can't want to go a different route this time around? You feel me? Like, think about her last few men. Bow Wow, 50 Cent, Future. That is a lot of rappers, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe she just tired of that rapper persona. You know what I mean? She tired of the lifestyle that coming to rapper. You know what I mean? She was ready to settle down, and who knows, bro? But
who's to say that Russell wasn't like her original type of guy to date, and then she switched it up and started dating people in the industry that she was in?
Yeah, or who's to say she just didn't know what she wanted and she was going through experiment stage, like we all do. We all don't have some girlfriends. You know what I'm saying? And then the final one you with is the final one you're supposed to be with. And that's what it is. That's called dating. She dated some niggas. She didn't like them. Now she found a good one and it worked out in her favor and they happily ever after. Like, but to call him a square or whatever, because he's not the typical, quote unquote version of a man, like or a nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, chill out, bruh. Like, first of all, let's look at your wife versus Sierra. Oh, I stay in your lane because you couldn't pull her if you wanted to, bro. But yeah, man, he ain't the first motherfucker to say it. It's just he's the one that's the most recent. But man,
shit, Russ probably got hands, so he might want to calm down and watch his tone before Russ walk up on his ass.
The hand of the Lord, hallelujah. But yeah, man, shout out to Russell, man. Shout out to Channing too. You need to get them braids done over. Look like Stevie Wonder, but we gonna leave you be. Let's go a couple more topics, man, before we wrap this shit up real quick. You know what I'm saying? The talk of the talk was Paula Patton trying to cook chicken.
Yo,
that shit went viral. I saw the video. I'm like, is she cooking chicken in pickle juice? Like, why does that oil look like that? I was about to call her name. She over here seasoning the chicken while it's already in the grease.
Yo, that's the part that just tripped me out, bro. Like,
I think that tripped everybody out.
Who taught you how to do that?
I ain't see the bag of flour nowhere. Like, I may not be a cook, you know what I'm saying? But I know for sure. And on top of that, Paula, if you're listening, I know you're listening because we that shit. Why the fuck you didn't sign to YouTube and type in how to fry chicken?
Man, got the ancestors rolling over in their grave.
I mean, she mixed. She mixed. So what side of ancestors kicked in? You know what I'm saying? that's what we gotta understand. The wrong ancestors woke up. Like, look, girl, you too fine, you too rich to be over here cooking pickle chicken. Like, relax. I see why Robert Dick cheated. All right.
Yo.
All right. We got a few more minutes, man. The most crazy. I'll let you go ahead. I'll let you have this one. This is the funniest shit ever.
So Gilly and Wiz had a little spat on social media because Gilly told Wiz like, "Yo, bro, if you gonna work out, put some shorts and pants on or something, man. All this working out in your drawers ain't the business." I gotta agree with Gilly. Again, Wiz, you grown, you do what you want, but at the same time, bro, we don't want to see that. Realistically.
I mean, I get it. You know what I'm saying? You offering up. You know what I'm saying? You know, you serving up what you serving up. You feel me? You doing it. You know, you showing them what you working with for the ladies. I get it, but you gotta be mindful that niggas is watching too. Now, get me wrong. I ain't no karate nigga or UFC nigga. I ain't never kicked a nigga in the neck and nothing like that or whatever. So I don't know. Maybe you need to be in draws to do it. I don't know. But once I'm done working out, I'm putting on my shorts and then you know what I'm saying? But it's for the women. You know what I'm saying? It's for the women. Unfortunately, nigga, half your followers are probably men too, and
Right.
niggas just tired of seeing it. You know what I'm saying? Like the women ain't complaining, but Gilly was just like, yo, jokingly. Like if I fuck with you, I'm gonna jokingly say like, yo, put some pants on, put some drawers on, bro. But I guess Wiz took it the wrong way, which got Gilly's Instagram deleted. They are now having like a little small back and forth or some subliminals. You know what I'm saying? Wiz calling him a child, saying I didn't get that damn child's Instagram deleted.
Yeah, no, that was foul right there.
And now Gilly like, oh, you talking shit now? Stand on that. Had that same energy when I see you. And your fucking publicist is in my DMs begging and apologizing. You know what I'm saying? For you acting like a little bitch or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I think Wiz overreacted. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
He
bro,
definitely overreacted.
Again, I don't know. Something about when you make a certain amount of money, your skin gets different. Because it's like, bro, you over here kicking hard ass pads and doing what you're doing, but a nigga telling you to put some shorts on it hurt your feelings. Like,
that's not even the worst part. Like, I know that's not the first time he's heard that.
Back in my day when I used to be shirtless and all that shit like that, whatever.
Oh Lord.
And a nigga had something to say about, you know what I mean? Wherever we used to be at, niggas, bitches, shirt gone. Where your shirt go, nigga? Chest oiled up. Where you get oil from? Don't worry about it. It's in my, you know what I'm saying? It's in my skin. But the rebuttal I would give y'all was like, what y'all worried about it for? It's what the bitches like. You like the bitches, right? Like, don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? But if y'all would have been like, you know, oh, nigga, you over here, boom, 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 I wouldn't have got mad. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I would have cracked my jokes back, but my rebuttal would have been, like, women like it. And at that point, you can't say nothing. But for some reason, maybe Wiz on, you know, maybe having a bad day or something like that. But
that's possible, yeah.
It's funny to me because now Gilly out here boxing and shit, throwing his little workout videos up. So what you saying, Gilly? You trying to see Wiz on that one-on-one? Because he told him to stand on their energy. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't no telling, bro. But
no, I don't think it's that deep, man. Gilly was able to get his social media account back. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, so, he got a new one. He got a new one. He got to get the whole new page.
He got his old one back too.
Oh, okay. I missed it. I guess. Yeah. Wiz made a call. Gilly got a problem with a nigga wearing drawers while he work out. I got a problem with niggas not wearing drawers while they wear jeans. Like niggas out here with denim dick. And I'm gonna need y'all to start putting on some drawers. Niggas out here with denim on and nothing else on. I'm gonna need y'all to get it together out here. But on that note, we finna change our drawers and we'll be right back.
All right, y'all. So y'all know what time it is. This is everyone's favorite part of the show. This is our Q&A segment. This is the part of the show where we answer questions from our listeners. Yo, and the way that y'all sending in these questions, man, y'all got many questions that need answers.
Y'all got the questions. We got the answers. Let's get into it. What we got for the first question?
So our first question, what does it mean when a woman says she wants to take a break in a relationship?
Ooh, so, what does it mean? My personal opinion, when a woman wants to take a break in a relationship, she's using this time to evaluate the situation. I feel like most women, not all, but most women are probably like, I don't want to break up with this man, So let me step back, survey the relationship, see what's up with the relationship. Why am I feeling this way? You know what I'm saying? And then in that break time, she might find herself. She might realize she was the problem, or she might realize he was the problem, and that this is unrepairable. And then that usually leads to a break. So in my opinion, I usually think most women are, when they want to take a break to kind of reevaluate their relationship to see if it's even worth continuing. And if it's not, they already kind of separated, and it'll be easier to break ties. You know what I mean?
I
What
feel
about
that.
you?
I think in any case, I agree with you 100%. I also look at it like sometimes taking a break in a relationship could be a good thing. Depending on how long you've been with that person, rather if it's 3 months, 3 years, 5 years, whatever the case may be. Sometimes within there, you start to learn more about that person, and then you kind of realize like, okay, like, damn, I didn't know you was like this, or okay, well, this is new. Your personality is kind of changing. I'm not sure if I want to continue with this, but then I still got feelings for you. I still love you, or whatever the case may be. So maybe it's be a good idea to kind of take a small little break, reevaluate not only the relationship, but reevaluate myself, and have your partner reevaluate themselves in the relationship. So,
Well, first of all, did you say a break in between like what, some 4 or 5 years? Ain't no break going that fucking long. That is a
no. I
break
said
up.
if you've been, I said for somebody who's been in a relationship for like either 3 years or 5 years. I'm not saying a break that long.
Right.
I'm saying if you've been in a relationship that long, sometimes like there may need to be a break before you either choose to continue. Rather, because a lot of times if you've been together that long, you talking marriage, kids, whatever the case may be. But if y'all not vibing right, it may be a good idea to take a break, take a step back, and reevaluate the relationship.
So with that being said, in your opinion, how long should a break last?
I would say I think a break should last. It probably won't last anywhere from a week to a month. And you only need about that long to really know. I mean, you probably won't even make it the month realistically, but just saying to give you that cushion a month. Because you take a break for like a week, 2 weeks, you know what I'm saying? You hitting the streets, you out in the club, whatever the case may be. You start to see what else is out there because at that point you on a break, you're pretty much free. You might realize like, you know what? Nah, I'm good on the relationship. The streets need me.
He for the streets. Hey, I kind of agree. I feel like anywhere from a week to a month. I feel if y'all live together though, y'all got 2 weeks max. Like fuck that, y'all live together. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nobody got time for all that house all tensed up and shit. You know what I'm saying? She don't make your bacon right. Your bacon all got extra fat on it because she mad at you. Like, nah, let's solve this in 2 weeks or less. You know what I'm saying? But if you like in a relationship and y'all both got your own spot, then yeah, anywhere between a week and a month. And again, I feel like also taking a break, I don't believe in it. You know what I'm saying? Per se myself, like, we gonna figure it out. We gonna work it out. We gonna, make it happen, or we gonna agree to disagree, or we gonna agree to break up. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think breaks is a good thing. Because no one ever wins in the breaks. And then on top of that, for anybody who's considering taking a break, it have to be communication amongst each other about what is allowed and isn't allowed during that break as well. You feel me?
That makes sense if you're living together. If you are living separate, then there don't really need to be much communication. There don't need to be really any like rules or anything like that. Nah, you do you, I do me.
Even
But when
if
you live
they,
together, that's a little bit different. And you got kids together, that's a little bit different.
even if they've been together, like, how you said, X amounts, 4 or 5 years, you know what I'm saying? They've been together, but, they still got their own place because they're not married yet. So they still got their own spot, but they've been together for a few years. They crash at each other's crib, but now we at this point of taking a break. So you're saying that you believe there shouldn't be no rules. Mind your business, I mind mine, until we figure out if we're going to get back together?
I do. And I think because if you put rules on it, that may change your decision, or affect your decision. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, I ain't really been able to do this and do this because, she said if you do this, it's done, it's a wrap. It's like, nah, like give that man and that woman their opportunity to really figure out themselves, reevaluate the relationship and see if this is really something they want. They got to be able to really experience what else is out there.
So why not just break up?
That's what it. Okay, the break is like it's a pre-break. It's like an in between. Either like this is the point where we're going to figure out whether or not if I want to be with you or not. And if I do want to be with you, then it's like, okay, it's not a complete breakup. It was just a break, and now we can continue where we left off. A complete breakup would just mean like, okay, I'm out here and I'm doing whatever.
A breakup is a breakup.
Want.
Yeah, your breakup. What we're saying, just a break right now. Like, so
yeah,
if you're broken up, then it's free game. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in the streets. We on the freeway, matter of fact. You know what I'm saying? But you know, if it's just a break, like, you know, for example, the listener, you know, basically it was like his girl basically hit him with the flip flop and came out of nowhere, like, you know, their relationship wasn't clicking how she wanted or whatever the case may be. She's not feeling herself how she want to be, and she want to take a break. Not a breakup. She just need a break for her time to herself. And the male listener didn't understand like why she needed to take a break. On top of, he felt like he was doing everything necessary to actually, you know, fulfill whatever she's missing. But like I told him, you know, you don't know what a woman wants, honestly, because a lot of times they don't even know what they want, which is why she's asking for a break. But he didn't really understand it. And, you know, that's where the question came from. It's just like, well, what does it even mean, you know, for her to take a break? Because he didn't understand that. So, you know, I don't know if our answers are giving him anything, but ultimately, you know, but he asked a question on the internet, you know, on our IG, you know, we had a little poll going up, and, you know, some of the listeners and some of our followers got in and gave us their reasons. You want to share a couple of them?
I mean, some people was like she taking a break because she for the streets.
Right. She want new dick is what I heard. She need more swipe in her life.
Somebody was even like, you know, that's her way of just telling you like, I don't want to be with you anymore. You know,
yeah.
period. Like take it for what it is. That's like a soft blow, if anything.
Right.
Like, oh, let's take a little break. And then that break turns into like you said, it turns into a breakup. It evolves into that.
Right. Yeah, so, a couple of listeners also said the woman just need time to herself. She need to have a spiritual moment. You know, you got all the typical questions. The man version was cheating and she's wrong, and then the women's obviously was self-care, self-help, self-awareness. You know, so I get it. You know what I mean? But truthfully speaking, I feel like if you're at a point in your relationship where you want to take a break, it need to be discussed why. You know what I'm saying? Like, where is this coming from? Like,
oh, I agree with that. Yeah,
because ultimately, you are getting you as the man, because it's usually the man who got to deal with this shit. Usually, you as the man, again, we think we doing what we supposed to do. We think we covering all the points as a man, and in reality, we didn't. And as a woman, you should communicate that, like, hey, I'm not happy because of this and this, or hey, I need you to start doing this and this more. And then if the man still proceeds to not do it, then that's where now you have to evaluate things. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times people just want to take breaks without even letting the man know what he did wrong to even want to get to this point. You know what I mean? Or if he did anything wrong at all. You know what I mean? So I don't know, communicate, but again, it's I guess it's a basis to basis type of situation. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
But I like it. Next question we got, should a man or a woman be in a relationship if he or she doesn't have steady income?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Especially in this day and age, like, nah, you gotta have some type of income because you can't be mooching off me.
What about love? Love is love. My love is not enough for your girl. You know what I'm saying? My love is not enough. Hell no, that shit
love don't pay bills. Car note.
Just
buy clothes.
Just dick get the bills paid. Niggas out here, what they call them, homeless sexuals. Niggas out here gonna sleep with some shit to get what they gotta get. You know what I'm saying? No job or not, they gonna dick you down just to get you in the town.
Oh, you niggas out here giving homeless dick?
Nigga, niggas out here about to pipe their life away. You know, pipe yourself right into an extra drawer and some hangers. You feel me? No, but for me, it's the circumstances. You know what I'm saying? Like, why is this person not having a steady income? Are they constantly getting fired because they dumb and they just go to work and do stupid shit and get fired? Or maybe they had a career where that career is kind of fickle now because the way the economy's changed. So maybe that particular, career is not as sought after as it once was. So it's you know what I mean? Like, it's different scenarios. I feel like if a motherfucker just ain't out there applying himself, doing nothing, trying, no motivation, no ambition, nah, you know what I mean? You should not be in a relationship. You shouldn't even deal with a man or a woman like that. You know what I mean? And you better off just being by yourself, So that's my take on it.
I mean, again, all those things could be true, right? But I would also say pay attention to the motivation of someone. Like, okay, if they're in between jobs, are they showing the motivation? Are they applying themselves and getting out there and looking for work, or trying to bring in or make some type of income? Because if not, then you want to pass them people on up.
Right. I like this question, man, but this is a one-sided question, man.
It is now. We're gonna have to get some women on the show and give their opinions.
It's not. What I mean by that is, I'm like, a woman, in my opinion, can't be in a situation where she can't get income. Women are the key to the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, women has the ultimate, power, which is they punani. I just feel like women are out here, bruh, and they're making hundreds of thousands of dollars. Some of them are making millions off showing their toes off. I saw a girl on Instagram. She made a couple of thousand by holding a dude's hand while he took a nap. Like, men will pay. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I feel like this is a one-sided question, because if a woman was in between jobs, bro, and she's pretty, y'all might be mad at me for saying this, but if a woman was pretty and in between jobs, she won't struggle. And I'm not even saying she have to do anything to get the money. She can just be a beautiful woman or a pretty woman,
and somebody gonna pay.
Motherfuckers will come to the rescue. As for the man, it's a lot harder for us, bro. We got to go in between, and we going to be out here. You know what I'm saying? And then with the way the world is now, how these women think, it's hard as fuck for a man, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's like a one-sided question, in my opinion. Like, this is only for men, because women ain't going to never have to struggle unless she ugly. And even then, she might not, because, you know what I'm saying? Got a couple of homies that sleep with the ugly.
Yo, okay, I mean? So we're going to move on to our next question.
All right.
This was a pretty good one. So, fellas, would you be okay if your new girlfriend wanted to have lunch with your old girlfriend to learn a few things about you from her? Come with it.
We got to be in the Matrix right now. So you mean to tell me I break up with my last one for whatever reason? Let's just say we just broke up on not bad terms. We just broke up on terms. We ain't meshed. We dried up. You have some imperfections. I have some imperfections. We move on. Now, glory be to God, I find someone who I'm compatible with. Shit works out, and we vibing, and we want to commit. And she hit me with the yo, I want to sit down and have lunch with your last ex-girlfriend to kind of get to know you from her perspective. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Like, I can't go in a dealership and be like, yo, let me get this Rolls Royce real quick. Just let me see how I drive. And then, like, no, nigga, it don't work that way. Like, no, like, I would not be okay. And now if you did it on your own, did it on your own. Like, you went out, sought after the girl, and then y'all did it, cool. But if you asking me, fuck no.
See, I'd have a problem with her doing it on her own and not saying it to me. But if she did bring it to me, my question would be is, why would you want to know me from someone else's perspective, from someone else's view? Your view isn't good enough?
Or that's a good thing. Or, she maybe want to say, you know what, this view looking a little too good. Maybe she don't want to wait and find out what happens after. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she want to get a head start on, what comes with this view. I get it, but fuck no. Like, no. Like, and then on top of that, like, again, depending on how y'all broke up, that ex might fucking throw you under the bus in many ways. That's why they're ex, because y'all didn't fucking make it. Y'all didn't mesh. Like, But now you finna sit here and eat a fucking Caesar salad and to tell her how, I didn't do her right, blah, blah, blah. Like, get the fuck out of here. She might even exaggerate just to make sure your relationship don't, flourish. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. This is a boy.
Well,
this is a woman who's.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm good. Go ahead.
Okay. I was gonna say, like, however I was with my ex, like, I'm not that way with you, right? Or at least, she wouldn't know that, but I wouldn't be that way with you because you're not her. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like,
Now,
baby girl, you gotta listen to me, girl. She was my lessons, so I can be your blessings. You feel me?
Reach.
Oh man, y'all out here, boy. I want to know, young lady who sent this in. I want to know, did you actually get the chance to have lunch with your exes, with your man's ex or whatever, and how did it go, and who paid? Again, my answer is no. If we all can get the cheat codes to life, then everybody's life would be great. Unfortunately, that applies to relationship too. You should not be able to have a preview to your relationship, whatever. If you want to be with this person, you can go with this person and ride it out and go from there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can ask him, you know what I'm saying? Like, what were some things you didn't do right? You know what I'm saying? What were some things you did good with the last one? And what are some things you want to do differently in this one? Maybe take that route, but to go talk to the girl or man about, because some dudes out here,
Yeah.
You
good.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, take that route as opposed to fucking going to talk to a ex who's obviously an ex for a reason. So I don't know. That's my take on it.
Nah, I agree with you 100.
Let's take another question right now. We got one more we can do before we take a little break. It's a bonus question, y'all. So a friend of mine's is looking to get hooked up. You know what I mean? He was asking me if he had any, if I had any, chicks that I knew of that was looking and all that. And coincidentally, a homegirl's also looking, you know what I'm saying? So I was kind of debating in between, should I actually try to hook those two up or should I like just stay out the way? You know what I'm saying? What do you think?
I mean, if he looking and she looking, I mean, ain't nothing wrong with connecting them and seeing how it work out.
Yeah, but I don't know, bro. I tried to throw a lie before, and that shit went out of bounds.
All right, so put it like this: is the preference of the type of woman he's looking for is her, like matches her, and vice versa? Like the preference of the guy she looking for, does he match that?
Actually, she's probably like overqualified for him. Like if he get her, that's a trophy. But I don't know her. But I don't know her take. I don't know if he would fit hers. You feel me?
Gotcha.
So that's where I'm like, and again, it's like whatever. Everybody has their preference, but I know if he was to bag her, then he'll be living on cloud 9. But if he ain't her type, then it's pretty much gonna be like, yo, what's up? What she say? Like, nah, she said, like, I just don't want to be in the middle of it too, because whether it work or it don't work, I just don't want to hear, you know what I'm saying, both sides. Like, oh my God, like, why you hook me up with this dude, or why you hook me up with this girl? She, you know what I mean? Like,
well, see, this is where it's different. I introduce you, and that's it. I walk away at that point. Whatever conversation that y'all have, that's on y'all. I just say, yo, this is my boy. Yo, this the homegirl here. Boom, boom, boom. Shake hands. All right, y'all, I'm out. I'll be over here.
I've tried that before, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. Look, I ain't gonna say her names, you know what I'm saying? But a particular guy I knew was trying to holler at this one chick. He wanted her to. He was like, man, boom, boom, boom. So I knew her. I forgot how I knew her, but I knew her, so I was able to like kind of throw the lob, like, yo, you know what I'm saying? So she like, all right. So I'm telling him, so he kind of nervous and shit. So I was like, you know what? Let me DM pretending to be you to her just to kind of get the flow going. And I pretty much, got it going and got them interacting. And the moment I gave that man his phone back and they start interacting on their own, That nigga was blocked in 2 days. Like,
Yo.
she hit me up like, yo, don't ever try to hook me up with your friends again. This nigga this nigga that. And I'm trying to figure out, like, what did he do? But she wouldn't tell me. When I asked him, he like, nah, man, she's, she's cool, but, marry my thing. Like, nigga, you was just begging for her, bro. Like, you was just all up on her pictures and shit. Now, all of a sudden, she whatever. So I still haven't got the true story yet, but I knew she was pissed off afterwards. Like, that she fucked it up. He fucked it up for all my friends at that point because she was like, never again. And I'm like, what did this nigga do, man? I think he pulled it out and showed it soft. He might have showed us some meat or something, requested. He had to do something, bro. You know what I mean? Because it was all in the span of like 4 days, bro. 4 days. So ever since then, I just.
So look, she. I understand why she didn't tell you, right? Like, that's your boy, right? It's your man's. She don't want. She don't want to put that on you. Like, yo, your boy out here sending unrequested meat. Like, nah, I'm good. So it's better. It's better you not know, so you can keep the friendship.
Yeah,
because if you know that, and wild. I know you go slander the shit out of somebody.
Nigga out here naked. This nigga out here denim dick. He probably had on jeans and no drawers. Yeah, man. So since then, I've been kind of skeptical, like, about hooking people up, man. But I don't know. Like,
you can't let that one situation, because you could be the reason somebody has that, happily ever after or whatnot. So I wouldn't let that discourage you, though.
But yeah, then I tried one homie, and the girl was like, "Nah, he ain't tall enough." That nigga was like 5'8". She like 5'11". That nigga, she was like, "Nah, I'm good."
Yo,
height.
He didn't meet the height requirements to get on the ride.
The height discrimination is real out here. Women do not play about that, but yeah, man, that's the first half of our questions. Hopefully we helped y'all on those. We're gonna take a little quick commercial break from our sponsor, and we're gonna get back to it. Man, shout out to Anchor supporting us. We do got some spots available for you other motherfuckers who want to sponsor us. You know what I'm saying? So tap in on the email. You feel me? But we got a little something for y'all. We have a second round of Q&A. Yeah, but like I said, this title of this episode is Questions That Need Answers, because y'all came with a lot of questions, and we picked the best ones, man. And yeah, we got a couple more that kind of was like, ooh, so we couldn't wait another week for these, so we picked the best 3. Shout out to people who sent these. Man, I want to get right into it. So first question is, how do you keep your relationship fresh? And the person goes into details. To elaborate, some things become routine, but they become expected. So they aren't as special anymore. And so how do you avoid becoming complacent with that? I'll let you start that one off.
You got to switch it up. Like, if you find yourself doing things that seem routine, then be spontaneous, do something different, do something out of the norm. You know what I'm saying? Spice it up a little bit, no matter what it is. Like, if you always come home and it's always, come home and eat dinner and watch TV, and like, switch it up. You know what I'm saying?
The next day, come with your dick out, is what you saying?
Yo, whatever works.
Honey, I'm
whatever
home.
Works. I ain't saying that, but whatever works. You know what I'm saying? To each his own.
Right. For me, how to keep the relationship fresh, kind of piggybacking off what you're saying, you have to try to switch it up. But one of the things about switching it up is, knowing what to switch it up to. So depending on who you with and how long you been with this person, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, if it's still a new relationship, then all this is not necessary because the relationship's still fresh. You know what I'm saying? But if you've been, let's say 4 or 5 years plus, you know what I'm saying? You and I both can speak. We've been, with our women for X amounts of years. You know what I'm saying? Whether, good, bad, whatever, we've been with ours for a while. But if it's a long relationship, trying to keep it fresh, first step is communicating. Really, for me, you got to be observant too. You know what I mean? Because sometimes your partner won't tell you everything. You know what I'm saying? Because they probably don't know it just yet. They probably don't know it just yet themselves, or they haven't identified it. So what I mean by that is, like, you notice, like, your girl, like, start looking at, certain outfits that's a little different or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or she might start, listening to something different, or, it's just something that she didn't do before. She's doing it now. That's a sign that she is tired of her routine. You know what I mean? So you might want to maybe tap into that a little bit, start, asking like random ass questions, you know what I'm saying? To try to fill her out, to see where she at with it. And then, what I used to do too, I like to forward, stuff from I see on the internet on Instagram, or I like to forward stuff to my wife to like see how she react to it and see if she like it or not. So that way it lets me know, like, it ain't what she normally likes or what normally she, is into, but let me see, you know what I mean? And that way it gives me a chance to kind of, okay, she's open to something different. And then, you got to present it that way. You know what I'm saying? So, and then obviously if it's bedroom related, I mean, you got to communicate with that one. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, no, it's a team effort, so communication is definitely key.
Right. The same two pumps ain't gonna work this time around. You feel me? You might need to switch it up a little bit. But ultimately, like, we ain't no fucking mind readers, bro. We men, so we don't know shit from Wild Honey sometimes. So instead of driving yourself crazy trying to figure out how, communicate. If you notice something about her that's off or different, or you notice that she's not really into whatever it was before, you should maybe ask her, like, hey, I don't know how to present the question, but just be like, yo, I noticed, you wasn't feeling this or feeling that, or you didn't like this or like that. Like, what's up? Like, you good? Whatever, and, you know, she might give you the answer right then and there, or she might not know herself, but she might at least give you some form of an idea, like, okay, she is changing, because everybody evolves after a while. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Relationship or not, like, you just don't like the same shit you like when you was 20. You don't do the same shit you do when you was, 22. You know what I mean? So, break the routine up, like you said. Come home, and maybe you cook. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you cook dinner this time around. You know what I mean? Or go run her bath water, or whatever case may be. Like, just whatever she normally does for you, maybe you switch it up and do it for her. Not like Usher, we have trading places. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Just kind of add a little bit to what you normally do. Maybe take a little bit off her plate and do it for her. You know what I mean? Like, what you think?
No, I agree. Or even more so, you can just, whether the cooking and running the bath water, all that is cool too. But maybe there's a point where it's just like, yo, we come home and we eat dinner every night. Like, tonight, let's go out to eat somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Switch that up. Even plan, have more of a, and it may sound routine, but it's really not. But have more of like, okay, date night will be, this week on a Tuesday, where date night next week or 2 weeks later will be on a Friday. Switch it up. If you normally eating out and going to places that's like seafood, then switch it up and go to a steakhouse, or switch it up and go to like a Korean spot or a Thai spot. Like, just keep things fresh and new. Don't let it be the same like cycle.
Right. And it's easier said than done, because, we all working, we all taking care of our kids. So realistically, being complacent is sometimes it's easier to be complacent, because once I do these things, now I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, a lot of our the way we are in routine is how we are, because of how our lives are, our schedule, our work lives, our home life, so realistically, man, like, for example, me, I buy my wife flowers, you know what I'm saying? But I changed it up one time and I bought her a fucking plant. It was, but she actually liked it. She was like, because I heard her talking about it before, about wanting a plant and liking plants. And I usually buy roses. I used to do it like once a week, you know what I'm saying? But then I stopped, because I'm being, I'm breaking up the routine. Throw her off a little bit. Dang, I ain't got flowers in like 4 weeks from you. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? But then booyah, here's a big ass plant. Water this shit. You know what I'm saying? But she loved it though. You feel me? Like, now that's maybe not what you mean by, different, but I broke the routine of buying flowers and gave her a plant.
I'm not gonna hold you. My wife got a plant too, you know what I'm saying? And she got a few of them. She waters them, takes care of them, give them sunlight. And I was just like, wow, like, okay, like, so that was good. You know what I'm saying? On my end, like that was changing it up. I see her smiling. I see her really like taking care of it. And she even told me like, you got it for me. So I want to make sure that I keep it up and that it grows and stuff like that. So I was like, oh, okay, for sure.
All right. So realistically, trying to keep a relationship fresh, you just have to communicate. Like, be observant. Learn your partner a little bit. Ask questions. Look at their habits and their moving. You know what I mean, and see. And then from there, you should be able to make some type of judgment. And then on top of that, you don't know what she like or he likes. Fuck it, just introduce them to something new. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's not her norm or his norm, but fuck it, I want to introduce you to it. You know what I mean? And and maybe that'd be something that she's not used to or he's not used to. So hopefully that helps. With that, that was a good ass question right there. Make me go back and look at some shit. But what we got next, bruh?
Is respect the most important thing in a relationship? If not, then what is?
Well, yeah, hell yeah, respect is important. Yep.
I 100% agree.
If you don't respect your spouse or your partner, like, nigga, y'all relationship about to be hell. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people out here, you know what I'm saying, don't have respect, amongst their relationship. And a lot of times it's the women who don't respect the man. And that's because the men allow it. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes men allow it because they want to be, like, I don't want her to feel this way, but whole time, nigga, she punking you, or whole time, she don't look at you as a man, so to say. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta respect your partner in order for that relationship to even be. Because if you don't respect me, you gonna do whatever the fuck you want to do to me. You know what I'm saying? And cheat on me, manipulate me, whatever the case may be. So respect is important. Like, if you don't got respect from your spouse, bro, you pretty much a waste of time in that person's eyes. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't be with nobody who didn't respect me. Not fear, respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need you to respect me, to know that you can't cross me and do certain things. You can't say certain things to me. You know what I will or will not tolerate. You respect my boundaries and not, test me, so to say. You know what I mean? So respect is important. What about you?
It's definitely important. You can't love someone if you don't respect them. You can't show love if you're not able to show them respect. So it's very important. It's probably the number one thing. Like, if I don't respect you, then you can't have that expectation of me to do for you, to take care of you, to, cherish you, to even be out and about in the streets and, like walking across the crosswalk and putting myself in front of a car for you. It's like, if the man don't respect you, don't expect them to do that. Don't expect them to pull out the chair. Don't expect them to hold the door open for you. Pay attention to those little things. And then even for the fellas, like, if your woman don't respect you, you'll be able to tell how she talked to you in front of company or other people, you know what I'm saying?
Out in public.
Yeah, things like that. Like, there are ways to really tell if someone has the respect for you like they say they do, because it is showing their actions.
Right. You gotta earn respect too. So for men and women, like, why do you deserve respect? You know what I'm saying? You have to earn it. I'm gonna give you respect because I want it in return. So if I'm not gonna respect you, I shouldn't respect return in the same way. You know what I mean? So I feel like you gotta give and you gotta receive. And if one of y'all is not giving, the other one won't receive. You know what I mean? So you gotta demand respect too. You know what I mean? Like, it sets the tone early, in my opinion, in relationships. You know what I mean? Or whenever you talking stage or whatever, you gotta let it be known that respect is and will only be tolerated no other way. And the moment you give that motherfucker an inch of disrespect, they gonna always take it there. You know what I mean? And that's where the problems come in at. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know someone now going through that shit where they're not really respected, but I'm gonna hold my mouth closed on that one.
Okay, you don't really got to go into details, but they're not getting the respect that they deserve. But are they bringing that up? Are they speaking on that? Are they letting it be known like, hey, you know, I've noticed the last couple of days, weeks, maybe month, like, you know, I haven't really been getting the respect from you that I deserve.
Well, I don't know the full details. I'm judging
Okay.
off what I'm hearing from conversation about what they're experiencing, and to me, it's a lack of respect. Like,
Okay.
you know what I mean? Like, without saying much, it's just like the other person is just like not even putting you in consideration to things, making decisions without you. You know what I'm saying? Making the final call on certain things that, you know, you should both be, what you call it, but they don't respect you enough to even ask your opinion. Like, you don't even know what's going on until it's already late. And then it's like, well, why didn't you? And it's like, it don't matter because I don't have to. Like, what? Like, you know what I mean? Like, where the respect in that? Like, you know, run shit by me, communicate with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know, again, that's from my observation. Like, it hasn't been discussed in details, but what I've been overhearing and hearing in the conversation, I've just like, damn, where the respect at? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, hopefully that'll get figured out on his own too. But yeah,
Does this, and then I'm just asking your opinion, do you feel like this person respects themselves enough in order to be able to demand or request
no,
respect
no,
from their?
no, because respect is cologne. Respect is
Okay.
is your aura. Like, you don't even have to ask for fucking respect. When you got respect in you, you walk around with the shit. Like, motherfuckers know. You know what I'm saying? Women know, men know. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
I've been in rooms where I'm like, niggas in here probably got burners and all that shit, whatever. But I carry myself and I respect niggas. I look niggas in their eyes. I nod, they nod, and they could probably blow my shit out, whatever, or they can do whatever. But you come with the respect. Like, you got to display it too. Like, some people say confidence, but I think it's like, you know, hand in hand. Respect is something that can be displayed. Like, you can. I mean, I don't want to use him as a reference, but I Turner, like, you know, the little meme and shit. He turn around and look like what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a look sometimes too, or it's a present. You know what I mean? Like, if your woman, you know what I'm saying, don't feel like she can respect you or don't respect you, she can sense it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even have to say nothing. She just like, yeah, I could walk over this fool. I can say whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then she gonna try it. And then when you don't react how you're supposed to, or you don't respond how you're supposed to, boom, now it's fair game. She's never gonna respect you. You know what I mean? So realistically, this person probably don't carry enough respect on their shoulders when they out and about, and which is why a motherfucker even think they can even, you know, come at you any other way but with respect, if that makes sense.
No, that makes total sense.
For racist, so, you know, for that listener, relationships or not, respect is necessary. You know what I mean? Before love, before loyalty, you gotta respect me. You know what I'm saying? So that's
And
my opinion.
before you want somebody to respect you, you have to respect yourself.
Right. Here's another one. At what point do expensive gifts not matter? Not matter no more. Excuse me. So at what point do expensive gifts not matter? Or are expensive gifts expected the longer the relationship goes on? So is there a time limit for expensive gifts, or is there unlimited time of expensive gifts? Like, what you think?
There's definitely not no time limit on expensive gifts. Like, it ain't like, oh, well, we've been together for 3 years. You know, I got to go out here and spend a couple of thousand on you for a gift or something. No. At what point do expensive gifts not matter? I don't think there's ever really a point. My situation, right? A house, cars, paid for, this, that, and the other. You know, she got jewelry, she got clothes, she got shoes, she got bags, she got all of that. You know,
That's
and
not
I've
her
been
house though.
purchasing
Like
that.
that.
I've been purchasing that for years. You know what I'm saying? So now, me getting one of those quote unquote expensive gifts, she's used to that. Now, in any case, what can I do to switch up that routine like we talked about earlier? So now, me, instead of buying an expensive gift, now it's more of the little stuff that matters. You know what I'm saying? And for me, I'm speaking on myself in my relationship, how long me and my wife have been together. The smaller things matter more to her than the expensive things. And I'm not saying cheap. I'm just saying more of the smaller, more, you know, romantic type gifts.
Cheap is good. Ain't no wrong with being cheap.
No, I hear you.
Expensive gifts don't matter once the recipient don't care for them. Again, people grow up, people evolve. You know what I'm saying? Your woman or your man, depending on their lifestyle or the lifestyle when you met them, were they already were used to expensive things, or did you introduce them to it? You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be. Once the person receiving it no longer cares for them, then that's when it kind of stops. You know what I'm saying? Expensive gifts should only be necessary if you can do it without hurting yourself. And, you should do it only when it's necessary. Like, I don't think people should be out here. I mean, if you're a millionaire, whatever the case may be, then I guess it don't matter. But for a regular hard working man or woman, like, expensive gifts should have special days. You know what I'm saying? The holidays, the birthdays, you know what I'm saying? The Mother's Days or whatever. And then every blue moon, spontaneous days. You know what I'm saying? But to be expecting expensive gifts every time, like, I don't know, like, that really depends on your finances and your lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? If I introduce you to this shit, then the same way I introduced you to you, I'm also going to introduce you to some cheaper shit too. You know what I'm saying? Like, but at the same time, I just feel like it don't matter, you know what I mean, if the other person doesn't actually care for it. Like, for example, I used to go above and beyond, going crazy weeks, months in advance, trying to get the perfect gift, the most expensive gift, or at least a expensive gift I can get. And then after a while, you know what I'm saying, birthday's coming up, I'll be like, yo, it's coming up. She like, I don't want nothing crazy. Like, just give me a little something, or like, just whatever. But she eventually started telling me, like, I don't care for certain things anymore. Now, does she still want them? She probably would take it if I did it anyway. But at the same time, she also let it be known, like, I will be just as happy if you gave me something similar or something, lesser, because it's really not the gift, it's the thought. Now, if you live in the 2022 world with these, motherfuckers on the internet, then yeah, you asked out. You know what I'm saying? Expensive gifts is only necessary. But if you got you a seasoned woman who's, obviously in the game, and y'all been in a relationship for a while, every girl gonna want them, or every man gonna want expensive gifts, but they may not want them as often as, others. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if I'm making too much sense with that.
No, you good. I get what you're saying.
I just feel like, what does it do for that person? Like, I'm gonna get you this expensive gift, and then what? Like, do you fuck me better? You suck me better? Are you happier? Like, what comes from it aside from me? And then, are you getting something in return too? Like, are you getting a gift too? Like, that's another thing too. Like, you exerting all these expensive gifts, but are you also getting one in return? You know what I mean? That's another thing too. The expensive gifts don't seem as bad when it's received as well as given. You know what I'm saying? Like, a two-way street is a lot easier to go on, fucking one way. So if I'm only the only one doing expensive gifts, I'm gonna get tired of that shit after a while. You know what I'm saying? But
Agreed.
I feel like if it's both ways, then then hey, it won't probably be as bad. So I guess you could say the spouse kind of determines it, or the person kind of determines if it matters or not. You the one who's paying for it. Obviously, you got control. You can just be like, I'm no longer doing this, or I'm at least tone it down. And if that person reacts negative or reacts weird about it, then that tells you what they're in a relationship for, which
Yeah,
is
I was
just
gonna say
gifts.
that. Like, if your last few gifts that you've purchased has been, quote unquote expensive, or whatever you consider expensive to be, and then let's say next time around, whether it's like Christmas or something, or their birthday come around, and you decide to, bring the price down a little bit on the gifts. If, like you said, if that reaction that they get, like, is negative, like, whoa, what is this? What you mean? It's a gift. Like, this ain't, typical type of gift that you get me. It's like, it's a gift nonetheless. If you get that kind of reaction, then yeah, you might want to rethink some things.
Right. And truthfully speaking, if y'all not getting nothing in return, don't I wouldn't go above and beyond about no gifts. If I'm not getting expensive gifts on my birthday or I'm not getting expensive gifts on Christmas, then that shit gonna tone the fuck down. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple. Like I just feel like we don't gotta get the same amount of gifts every time. You know, we don't gotta go match for match, but don't forget the other person. If you're receiving an expensive gift, don't forget the other person. You know what I'm saying? But truthfully speaking, it's only gonna last however long the recipient wants it to. Like if that's all they expect, then it's gonna always be that way. You just have to determine if you want to keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? And if that's a problem with the other person, then that says a lot about the relationship. You know what I'm saying? But every now and then, there's nothing wrong with going and doing something nice or whatever. But, you know, it just, for me, I also like to look at it like this. I just bought you all these things, expensive things, and I ain't seen you wear it yet. I ain't seen you use it. I ain't seen you rocking it. Like,
yeah.
I'm going to slow the fuck down now. What am I fucking getting a collection, a hoarder of expensive things for if you're not going to use this shit or wear this shit or you know, flaunt the shit? Like, so that's another thing too. Like, if you buying expensive gifts just for that motherfucker to sit in the closet, you might as well stop too. So, again, you know, hopefully that makes some sense for, you know, the listeners. But yeah, man, those are some dope ass questions. Like, y'all came with it. Like, these questions were so good and powerful. It was like, you know what? Fuck sports today. Ain't no sports talk, y'all. So shout out to y'all for these questions. If y'all keep bringing in heat with the questions, we'll make sure we make more time for this than anything else or whatever. So, again, if y'all got questions, you know what I'm saying? Hit the DMs, hit the Gmail, link in the bio, you know, hit the comments if you don't care about it being out in the open. But if it's private, you know, you can do it anonymously, which so far everybody has been. But if you want to be shouted out too, hey, we can do that as well. I definitely like this part of the show because it definitely, you know, makes me think a little bit and look at shit from my own world, you know what I mean? But we're not experts either. We're not qualified to give relationship advice. That's our disclaimer. All right, one more. I got one more for you. This is random. I saw this shit on someone else's pod, and I thought it was fucking funny.
All right.
So let's say you're in a relationship, right?
Yeah.
You with your girl, let's just say 5 years plus. Y'all in a relationship, right?
Right.
But you know, you have some bad habits, so you decide to have a side chick. And you go to a restaurant with your side chick. Y'all, let's say y'all at Roof Chris or some shit or whatever, and y'all over there eating and, you know, snuggling and all that good shit with your side chick, and you look up at the door and you see your actual girlfriend and another nigga coming in too. Y'all make eye contact and she goes her own way and you're at the table with your side chick. Right? Then he said, she texts you, your girlfriend texts you like, you got two options. You can either act like this never happened and I'll see you at home at 1 o'clock, or we can never speak to each other again. What you gonna do?
See, that's a tough one. I can't answer that off the top of my head. Give me a minute to process. You know what I'm saying? What about you? You know what I'm saying? You did your question, so I'm sure you already got an answer.
Nah, not fully, but
okay.
If I was in a scenario where I was sitting with something that I ain't supposed to be with, and I look up and I saw my girl with a man, I think my first reaction I would probably fucking laugh. You know what I'm saying? Then after I realized it's the laugh of nerves. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
I've been there. I know what you're talking about.
Boy, don't you? And I'd probably be like, I don't know. I'll probably sit there and just kind of wait. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if we already been drinking a couple drinks, I might have been like, am I tripping? Am I drunk? You know what I'm saying? I would have stood up real quick, kind of stretched, looked down the hall like, is that really her? Like, you feel me? Like, I think I would be a little bit in denial at first. Like, wait, what the fuck? And then when I see the text message, bro, I'll probably just laugh. Like, I don't know. I think I would laugh and I probably would just get up and leave. Like,
See, that's where I was at. Like, at this point, I don't need to be here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm getting up and I'm going. I don't care if I haven't ate or whatever. Like, yo, let's
appetite
go.
gone. Appetite gone. As soon as you see that, you ain't even hungry no more.
Yeah.
You start getting hot, start sweating. You look at
And
your
then
phone,
it's
you see a
like
little.
so many other different like scenarios and thoughts going through my mind at the same time too. Like, well, who she with? You know what I'm saying? Why she come here? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
out of all places, like in any case, I'd have to get up and go. Like,
it's Roof Chris, you know what I'm saying? Everybody wants some steak on them. You know what I'm saying?
but see, you know what's crazy? Like, if it's a spot that we normally go to, in any case, I get you. Like, it's real quick, but it's like you bring a motherfucker to a spot that we come to, but then that's what I'm thinking in my head at that moment, probably. But then I gotta backtrack because I'm like, well, shit, I brought somebody to this motherfucker. But in any case, you ain't thinking about that at that moment.
I bet you better not shit none of that spinach dip with that nigga. Now, truthfully speaking, bro, like for me, realistically, like the circumstances as far as our relationship status with the girl, that matters to me. What I mean by that is if we are on like rocky terms or we all know, maybe I wanted to break up anyway, I just wasn't ready yet or whatever, or I just didn't know how to do it yet, or if we was on rocky terms or whatever,
Right.
I don't think I'll have the same, you know what I'm saying, interaction.
Reaction?
I think I would be like, cool, I got what I needed now, you know what I'm saying? And that nigga ain't flyer than me, you know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have been on something like, it is what it is. And then once she texts me like, yo, we either act like this never happened, or you know what I'm saying, or we can, you know, be home and see each other at 1:00. Like, nah, I'm over it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and stick to what I got, and I'm just gonna move on. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's obviously it's easy to do hypotheticals, but I think, you know, actuality, niggas might flip out.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Or at least your first initial reaction would be to flip out, you know, depending on how quick you process what's actually happening to you. And in any case, like you said, like once y'all catch eye contact, nigga probably in shock at that moment because you at that moment you gonna try to figure out like, okay, what's she about to do? She finna come over here and trip, wild out, this, that, and the other. And at the same time, you having to process like, who the fuck is she with? So you having to process all of that at one time, bro. You probably won't do nothing in that moment because you'll be in shock. Once the shock passes and you've processed what's going on, then like you said, it might be some wilding out going on.
So yeah, I see you at that bitch. Now ain't me. I'm at home. Lie, fellas, lie. Lie till the wheels fall off. I'm looking there at you eating the lobster biscuits. That ain't me. I'm allergic. Hey, so if y'all listening, y'all got a response to that, I would like to hear it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all be telling me y'all little responses and shit in the DMs. That should be hilarious. So what would y'all do in this same scenario? Like, are y'all gonna keep dating? You know, keep staying on a date with the girl, or are you gonna get up and leave, or would you go over there? I might even go there and introduce myself, especially if the nigga don't look like he got no hands. I might go over there like
now, like on some player shit. Like I was thinking that in my head too. I was also thinking like if you gonna send the text with here your two options, and then one of the first option being I see you home later at 1. It's just like in any case, like, okay, so you pretty much okay. I'm assuming you pretty much okay with what you just saw. And then trying to expect me to be okay with what I just saw.
You know why she could be okay with what she just saw? Because she gonna be bad. You know what I'm saying? Premium A1. Like, I ain't over here playing around for nothing. I might send a selfie like, yo, you want to come join? You feel me?
Yo, it's nigga, man.
That trifecta. Nah, but that was funny. That was good. I just want to throw that out there just to kind of get your vibes for it. But, man, let's go ahead and wrap it up and, you know what I'm saying, get into some music.
All right, y'all. So it's about that time for us to get into some music. But before we do that, we got a couple little music news we want to call out real quick. So, first thing, Whack 100 said that the gang will be dropping a diss track on Eminem pretty soon.
Oh Lord.
I mean, I know back in the day, everybody used to look forward to the little game diss tracks and all of that. I'm at a point now I don't really care. Now I just feel like he doing it for attention.
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing. Game got an album coming out for sure, boy, because he trying to do everything to get his name to be relevant. With all this necessary drama, he trying to pick on with everybody. Like, bro, really butthurt about the Super Bowl. I'm all for it. I'm all for it if it makes sense. Like but gang, he finna try to come rap for 32 days straight, and then I don't want to hear Eminem respond because if he rapping all fast and weird like he been doing lately, man, get the fuck out of here with that. Both of y'all need to go lay the fuck down somewhere. So, I mean, it could be good, but it ain't no telling. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man.
I mean, to put that kind of hype on it, it better be good.
It ain't no hype, nigga. We don't even want to talk about it. Everybody else ignored that shit. Man, what else, man?
So, Cardi B's first album, Invasion of Privacy, became the first album by a female rapper, mind you, to have 4 consecutive years on the Billboard 200.
That's crazy, bro. That's dope.
Congratulations and applause to her.
She also had every song on her album either go gold or platinum. That is crazy, bro.
That's crazy.
That is gonna be a hard album to top, bro. But we gonna see what she got in store. But yeah, man, your boy Future said his album on the way. I bet you $5. I bet you got $5. He got a song called Channing. What's his name? Channing,
yeah.
Yeah, but I bet you will have a song named after that nigga and shit. He gonna use that clip. Watch. That nigga petty. You know what I'm saying?
I believe it.
What?
So Key Glock, for the first time, did an interview since Young Dolph's passing. Did you get a chance to check that out?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I checked out a little bit of it, and again, it's no different, right? He's just speaking on the situation, what happened, having his thoughts, where he was at, and things like that. And again, for me, kind of listening to it just kind of brought back that day when we got the news that Young Dolph passed, and I didn't really want to listen to the whole thing because it was emotional and all that type of shit. So yeah,
right.
Anyway, it was good for him to finally speak, and a lot of the fans wanted to hear what he had to say. So
right.
It was cool.
Rest in peace, Dolph, man.
Definitely.
Your boy Fabio Foreign, you know what I'm saying? He dropping a documentary for his album called Bible that just dropped. What is the documentary about to be about? Wooing and cribbing?
I just feel like he's doing a whole lot right now. And I get it, but
I think he's the record label poster boy. I think he's the poster child for the record labels right now. You know what I'm saying? Like they going all in with pushing him in this album. So I mean, maybe the documentary is about, the making of the album. I don't know. I don't even know why he called the album Bible. I know it's it's a synonym for it, but I don't know what it was. I didn't do my homework, but I won't be watching.
Nah, I don't feel like artists like that, especially so new in the game, like you dropping a documentary. I mean, about what exactly? Again, the only thing I could think of, like you said, was, him putting the album together. So, but in any case, I may or may not check it out. I don't know. Keep it pushing. Ashanti receives a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and so does DJ Khaled.
So yeah, how much those cost? Because it seems like everybody got a fucking star on the Walk of Fame. God damn it! Like they got a 2 for $5 on Groupon because I'm about to get one too tonight. Like, don't get me wrong, Ashanti had a good little run, but I thought it was like some like status. Like you had this mega status to get a Walk of Fame. Now it's like everybody and mama just getting one every other Tuesday. Like what the fuck? DJ Khaled got a Walk of Fame for doing what? Putting people together on an album. Like the dude don't do nothing. I mean, he produces, I guess. I don't even think he produces the album. I think the beats. I think he just orchestrate the album. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he's the Spanish Beethoven. I don't know, nigga. But why you got to fucking start right now? Like, you still ain't put enough groundwork in. But, I mean, if Groupon got to sell, you know what I'm saying? And I guess we next.
I look at it like, they seem still pretty young to get a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Like, in any case, at least when I can remember younger, like, if somebody who's had a very long and vibrant career, rather movies, music, whatever, and then they end up with a star.
Or if it's a short time, but it's an impactful one. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really was impactful. Like, fucking DJ Khaled last album didn't even go number one. Nigga, Tyler beat you. What you got a star for? You know what I'm saying? And why LA keep making these stars in the concrete? Nigga, clean the fucking city up. You got them homeless people over there. You can't even see the stars. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck out of here, man.
Yo.
I got stars for y'all on sales. Holla at me. You know what I'm saying? 2 for $5. Put you on La Cienega Boulevard. Man, let's go. Let's get into the actual music, man, because niggas out here is buying stars. And
yeah, man, let's do it, because you on one.
only nigga should be buying stars is 50. You feel me?
I see what you did there.
It's me.
All right, so Dreamville got an album out called D-Day. It's actually a Gangsta Grills.
Gangsta Grizzles.
Have you heard any tracks from that yet? I want to say I heard a few.
I played 2 songs.
Yeah.
And then other people came out, and I was like, oh, never mind.
I ain't mad at it. Pusha T, Jay-Z dropped the Neck and Wrist. It's not bad. I expected something different, but it's pretty good.
The song just reminded me I'm poor. You know what I'm saying? It was a good reminder. You know, niggas said they got a painting that costs more than niggas' mansions. Like, ooh-wee.
Talk your shit.
I was listening to Pusha T's interview with Charlamagne, and he was talking about how that song came about with him and Jay-Z and shit. That was pretty interesting. You should check it out. Okay. But it's a good song. I like it. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely, I'm not like a big Hov fan, but it was definitely worthy of maybe getting a couple more bars from him, but all in all, I think Pusha T album gonna be cold as a motherfucker because he ain't playing right now.
Nah, not at all. Let's see. Oh, so we got French Montana got a new video out. Push Start.
I ain't listen. I ain't gonna hold you.
There you go.
I ain't gonna hold you. It's the same songs, just different people.
Okay, so
now on to some better music. Lil Baby dropped a 2-piece, you know what I'm saying? In a Minute and Right On, you know what I'm saying? That boy got some good shit, you know what I'm saying? Those songs is hard, you know what I mean? He definitely getting off. He in his own little pocket, man. It was one of those. He had a point now where he didn't even have to announce he had an album, or not an album, but songs coming out like everybody else doing. He just dropped 2 shit and everybody went crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, and he talking that shit on there too. The videos is solid as well. So, he consistent, man. He's definitely getting better. You know what I'm saying? As far as his rapping goes, I'm starting to understand him a lot more too. So, shout out to Lil Baby for that one. The hardest album out right now is 42 Doug and ESG. The last one's left. That's the hardest album out right now. You know what I'm saying? Top to bottom, niggas just that's a cold ass duo I didn't think we needed, but man, that shit hard. I wasn't even a 42 Doug fan or even aware of really his music, but he managed to keep up and hold his own with ESTG, and they ain't disappointing, bro. That shit been on. Between that and a couple other songs, that's been on heavy rotation for me, bro. So shout out to them. The last ones left. Whole album fire.
Nah, definitely. Schoolboy Q dropped a single out. Soccer Dad. I like that joint. That one's pretty good. We got Jim Jones featuring Lil Wayne, Santana, Migos, DJ Khaled. We Set the Trends. It's actually a remix. It's not bad. And then the one that I'm messing with right now that I like, that I got on strong rotation, is the Handsomer joint. It's an extended remix with Russ, and I think it's featuring Caitlyn. Yo.
Okay. Let me check that out real quick. Let's just do a little sample.
Go ahead, put that on real quick.
But the money makes me handsome. Walk around smelling like a come up in the answer for her problems, but I'm not him. I don't mind it though. You don't like me how you think you do. I like it though. I know I'm fine, but the money makes me handsomer. Walk around smelling like a come up in the answer for her problems, but I'm not him, I don't mind it though. You don't like me how you think you do, I like it though.
Yeah, that shit hard.
That nigga said he handsomer. Okay.
That shit, I was listening to that the other day and shit. Uncle Christian was over here. We was kicking it, having some shots, and that came on. He got the dancing and shit. And you know, if Uncle get up and start dancing, you know the beat's fire. So
I don't know. I gotta get this to him more and more. I think it's the money make him handler. I'm used to Lil Wayne saying, "If I ain't good looking, you can bet my bitches." Give a fuck if I'm handsome, my girl pretty as a motherfucker. Nah, but that's a good song. I like the little beat. Sing like a cool mellow. And then of course Fabio Foreign, you know what I'm saying, the Bible album, you know, is out. I got a chance to listen to a few songs, but you know, I'm still working on it. You know what I mean? What about you?
yeah, I've only listened to a couple of tracks. I'm still waiting for that one to really catch my attention. You know what I'm saying?
I told
a lot
you
of times,
it's Left Side. You know what I'm saying? Him and Blueface.
the
Carib. Come on, kid. You don't know about the left side.
Yeah, I ain't fucking with you, bro.
Yeah, but it ain't hitting high as I thought it would. I like his little last mixtape over this, but you know.
Imani, Sideways, yo,
Right.
I like that joint.
Okay, I gotta check that one out. I think
Yeah,
I heard
definitely
it before,
check that one out.
We gotta talk about the hardest song out right now on R&B tip. Miss Alicia Keys.
Fire.
City of God 2. Golly, that song's so hard. I mean, of course,
Fire.
you probably heard, you know, City of God with Fabio and Kanye, but she decided to just add her own little bit to it, bro. That shit's so hard, bro. I'm gonna give y'all a little sample. This shit make you want to sing. You know what I mean?
New York City, please go easy on me tonight. New York City, please go easy on this heart of mine. 'Cause I'm losing my lover to the arms of another. New York City, please go easy on me. City of gods, city of dreams. City with nothing, except for what it seems. They'll never take you.
Let me stop because I get to singing this shit. Y'all don't need to hear about these vocals. You feel me? But that's Alicia Keys, City of God. That shit right there. It got that Meek Mill build up with the piano from the Dreams and Nightmare.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And she's just over here singing her heart out, boy. I ain't never been to New York City, but I feel it. You know what I'm saying?
Like, oh, definitely.
Please go easy on me. But shout out to her.
She has an amazing voice, bro. Amazing.
Man. And she still look pretty and young. Like she ain't aged a bit, bro.
Nah. She's still top 5 for me, bro. But last little track in the video that dropped, I don't know, man. I don't even know if I want to talk about it. But Chloe dropped a little video for the Treat Me, and I felt uncomfortable. I ain't gonna hold you. I felt mad uncomfortable.
This is too thick. Too much ass shaking. What's up?
Nah, man. I still see her as a little kid, bro. Like, nah, it's crazy, man, to see them grow up like that, and then they get to really feeling themselves and all of that. I'm like, yo, bro. I kind of felt like an uncle. Like, yo, turn this off. I'm cool. I ain't trying to see none of this.
All this ass shaking and hips twirling.
Yeah, nah, I'm cool.
Nah, I ain't heard the song, but I did see the video posted. I was like, I watched it on mute. And I was like, oh, shit.
This nigga said I watched it on mute.
And that's the end of music.
All right, y'all. So we're at the end of the show. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, we appreciate you guys continuing to vibe out with us. If you haven't already, or you're a new listener, subscribe to this podcast on your favorite streaming platform. Also, check us out on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook by typing in the keyword everything wavy.
Y'all make sure y'all go on that YouTube, like, subscribe, comment, share. And now we on TikTok. So y'all gonna see my homie Quinn quit walking, doing a Harlem Shake and some navy blue chucks with some khaki shorts on, and hopefully he got on drawers. Otherwise, Gilly gonna cancel us. We appreciate y'all for real, man. Y'all really make this shit fun. All jokes aside, man, this shit is dope, man. I hope y'all listen. We are catering our episodes to you guys because y'all are listening. So again, keep it up. We appreciate y'all. And as always, there's a lot of podcasters out there, but they can't fuck with us. Till next time. Bye, niggas.